fitness director at Creighton Farms. Today we're going to focus on our upper bodies, our chest, back, biceps, shoulders, and triceps. We're going to do an effective yet short workout. We're going to start out that you can do at home. So we're going to start out with push-ups. I'm going to kind of do 2 sets of 15. 2, 3. I'm also going to show you a modified version on our second set. 7, 8. Push-ups are great. You don't need any equipment and you're working back, chest, shoulders, everything in one exercise. So in case you're not ready to do regular push-ups, I'm going to show a modification on our second set. Most of our exercises, we're going to go ahead and do 2 sets of about 12 to 15 reps. All right, just a couple more here. If you're feeling particularly like you want to emphasize one particular muscle group, you can go ahead and do a third set, or you can just stick with 2. Okay. Now that we're warmed up, ready to go, we're going to start with a chest fly. So I'm going to do these on the floor. I'm going to make sure I press my back against the floor. And I'm going to come on out. And for this exercise, since I'm using fairly light weight, I'm going to go ahead and do more reps. So I'm going to go ahead and do 25 reps on this one. 7. I'm keeping my knees bent because I want to really focus on pressing my back down. 14. All right, just a few more. We're going to go ahead and do 2 sets of that, the chest flies, and then we're going to switch to 2 sets of a close grip chest press. Since again, we're on the floor, we have light weights, that'll be the more bang for our buck. So I'm going to go ahead and do my second set of 25. I have a tendency to go a little fast, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And one advantage of using lighter weights is really taking the time to squeeze your muscle that you're working, to really sit there and focus on the muscles. I'm really trying to relax my fingers. All right, just a few more. All right, let's knock out the last 5, 4. If you decide you don't want to do reps and you want to do it for time, you do either 30 seconds or a minute of each muscle group as well. All right, so for chest press, a close grip, you work a little bit of your triceps at the same time, which is kind of a nice extra bonus. So instead of going out to the side in a normal chest press or a kind of the more common one, I'm going to bring my elbows to my sides and I'm going to press straight up. And again, I'm going to do a little bit more than 15 because the weight's fairly light for chest. But these weights are going to come in really handy when we get to our biceps and our triceps. But for purposes of this video, I wanted to stick with 1 set of dumbbells just to make it nice and easy. All right, 5, 4, 3. I tell you, I feel this in my triceps. 1, shake it out for a second, and then we're going to go to our second set. Take a nice deep breath. And hit it. 1, 4. I'm squeezing at the top, really getting those triceps. And I'm returning and I'm tucking those elbows down to the side. If you happen to have a stability ball at your house, you can also perform any kind of chest exercise right on the stability ball, and then you're getting a little bit more core at the same time. Let's go ahead and do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm just kind of doing an average of about 15 to 20 reps, but if you're feeling particularly energetic and you want to hit a few bit more, go ahead. Or if you're a little bit tired or you want to work your way up, you can always cut it down. All right, so we're done with chest in just a few minutes. Now we're going to move on to our back. So this is where you want to hinge from. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to hinge from my hips, but I want to have a nice flat back. I don't want to curl. I don't want to arch. I want to have my abs engaged. I'm going to hinge, bend my knees. We're going to start out with just a regular row. We're going to do 25 reps. You're going to notice that my elbows are tucked in. I'm looking neutral with my head, so I'm not tucking my chin, but I'm not arching my neck either. I'm looking nice and neutral and about 2 feet in front of my body. Now back. Obviously, it's big muscles, so you can handle a lot of reps. I'm going to go ahead and do another 12 or so. 12, 11, 10. And I'm going to superset this with an extra push-up. It's optional, you don't have to do it, but let's get a couple more in here. Okay. This is just increasing the intensity of our workout a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in 8 push-ups. All right, I'm going to do my second set of bent over rows. So this is working the outer part, like it's called my lats. Latimus dorsi. But we're going to try to get your back from a few different positions. So this is working our outside, as I said, the outer part. And then we're going to move kind of inward. Okay. All right, I'm going to knock out a few more. 4, 7. Okay. Our next exercise, we're going to work the mid part of our back, right there. So we're going to take kind of I'm going to try to stand sideways so you try to see me the best. We're going to put our hands kind of in a W. So our body face is kind of W. So we're going to bend our elbow. It's going to look like a reverse L. We're going to keep those elbows bent the whole time. And that is going to work the mid part of our back, which is really important for posture. We're going to stick with about 12 to 15 reps for this. I'm going to relax my neck, trying to keep the tension out of my neck. And let's do 3, 2, 1. Shake it out for a second. Couple deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and hit another set. I find that I've really, in recent years, really wanted to focus on that mid part of my back because I really want to make sure that I'm working on my posture. I'm not the tallest person on the planet, so any help I can get is really keeping my shoulders back. The stronger my back is and the stronger my core is, more upright I'm going to stand. All right. Let's go ahead and knock out a second set of this one. You might notice this looks a little bit similar to the reverse fly on the shoulder that we'll get to in a few minutes, but there is a little bit of a difference in that, and I'll show you when we get to shoulders. So, all right, let's knock out a few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to hit the back from one other way as well. And that's with a wide grip row. On that exercise, instead of tucking your elbows in, we're tucking them out. So you'll still see your arms kind of take the shape of an L, but now we're going to hinge from the hips again and come to the side. All right, let's go ahead and knock it out. 1, 2. You might hear my dog barking in the background. Let's hope not. 7, 8. All right, 14. Now I found my neck kind of curving inwards a little bit, so I'm going to make sure on my second set to remember to look in a neutral about 2 feet away from my body. All right, for our next set, that was 15 reps, I think thereabouts for that set, but we're going to go ahead and bump it up to 20 on my next set. This will be our final set of back. Let's knock it out. 1, 2. I'm bending my knees a little bit just so I'm not locking my joints. 4. All right. 7. All right, we're closing in on halfway. 13, 14, 15. 2 more. So in just a matter of minutes, we've knocked out 2 big muscle groups. So we're going to move on to shoulders. Shoulders I like to hit in a variety of ways. So I'm actually going to hit 4 different exercises, 2 sets of each. Okay, we're going to start with our shoulder press. Now our shoulder presses, this is a pretty light weight, so I'm going to go ahead and do 25 reps. But when I get to my other exercises, I'm not going to. I'm going to bump down the reps. So one common error that people make is to hike their shoulders up, so I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm about halfway here. And I'm also staggering my step, my foot position, so that really forces me to pull in my abs. 1, 2, 4. Okay, shaking that out. If you find your neck gets a little tense, just go ahead and stretch that out a little bit. Roll your shoulders. Nice deep breath. And we're going to hit another set. This time, I'm going to change my grip and my stance. So instead of going out to the side, I'm going to show you a modification. This is just basically a close grip shoulder press. Just mix things up a little bit, show you guys a few different variations. Okay. 3, 4. Not hold my breath, trying to remember to not to hold that breath. 9, 10. All right, halfway here. 12, 11, 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, now we're gonna move on to front raises. And for front, lateral, and reverse flies, I like to use, these weights are perfect. All right, but I'm gonna cut down my reps a little bit on these. So it's gonna come right out, shoulder height. Do it from a side view. My elbows are slightly bent, so I'm not locking a joint. Come back, face forward. 10, 5, 4. We're going to perform our shoulders circuit in a circuit format. Now we're going to come out to the side. A lot of times people make mistakes on lateral raises going, it's not a mistake, it's just a different variation, but we don't want to come forward on this set. This set we're going to come right out to the side and come back to the side. So let me do it sideways for you. I tell you, you don't think a little bit of weight is hard, it sure is. But it really makes a big impact on your toning. 11, 14, 15. Okay. That familiar hinge from the hips. Keep my flat back. I really want to get over so I have a really flat back. I'm going to stretch out my legs here at the same time. I'm going to perform a reverse fly to get the rear part of my deltoid, my shoulder. As you recall, we did our back flies with a bent elbow, really, really bent. This is a similar exercise, but now I'm extending my arms and working a different part of my back. Hence, basically my shoulders and a little bit of back at the same time. All right, let's hit out 3 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to perform one more set of the front, lateral, and reverse flies. 1. You can also, if you feel like doing it a little differently, go ahead and do it lateral to a vertical position. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, so as I said before, different ways you can do your lateral raises as well. So this time, we're going to go out to a little bit of an angle, like a 45-degree angle. Just again, mixing things up. 3, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, let's knock out a reverse fly again. All right, 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take a quick second here just to stretch out those shoulders. I sometimes find if you wait and do all your stretching at the end, you may not end up doing it. So it's always good to take a little break in between, catch your breath, if you need a quick sip of water, or just a quick stretch, especially shoulders. I don't know about you, but I get very tight shoulders, so it's always good to just spend a little bit extra time on those. This is an easy yet effective stretch. Just bringing my one arm across my body. All right. Now on to the more aesthetic biceps and triceps. All right. We're going to start with a hammer curl. Hammer curl is a vertical position. Lots of reps on these. Biceps can handle it usually. We're going to do 25 reps. 6, 7. And I'm going to play with the tempo a little bit just to keep those muscles guessing. 14. All right, let's knock out another 10. 10, 9, 8, and let's knock out 2 more. Okay. Other things we're going to mix that up actually with triceps. So we'll do a bicep, tricep mix. So for our first set, I'm going to stick with my kickbacks. I think these are great exercise. This is a great tricep exercise. As you'll see, I'm squeezing up in the back. Pulling those abs in, looking neutral with my head. Okay, back to biceps again. So I like to take, with my biceps, I like to train in a different stances as well. So this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch from a hammer curl to a regular stance, but I'm also going to change the angle, just again to get the different position, and then hence feel that muscle working in a different way. 5, 6, and I'm still going to knock out 25. All right, we're almost halfway through our set. And I'm even going to angle a little bit more, pulling those shoulder blades together and bringing those arms out to the side. Okay. Now for triceps, I'm going to do my next set, overhead press. I'm going to pull my abs in. I'm going to go sideways for you to see. Pull those abs in, tuck my pelvis, and pull it up. You can also take, if you happen to have a heavier weight and you want to do one dumbbell, two-handed, you can also do that as well. You really want to have as much fun with this as you can. It's really fun to mix things up, keep your muscles guessing, and also to avoid overtraining. The more you mix it up, you really train and tone all the muscle. All right, let's knock out one more. And there you have it. I'm sweating. I did not have to spend much time at this, and I've got my whole upper body worked. I'm going to go ahead and stretch. So again, I did the shoulders, but I want to go ahead and stretch out my chest. Just find any kind of wall. I'm going to walk my chest away, stretching right here. It feels really good. Take a nice deep breath. I'm going to hold it for anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds is good. Okay, I'm going to go to my other side. In other videos I'm going to show you, we're going to kind of break the upper body up into maybe just chest and triceps one day and stuff like that. We'll do that, but it's also good sometimes you don't have much time and you just want to fit in a quick workout. It's amazing how much you can get in a really short time. Okay, I'm going to walk my hands away. I'm going to walk my hands up the wall, and this is stretching out my back. I'm going to lean into it. Other side. You can also do it on the floor in a child's pose position. I'm going to lean toward my left. Lean toward my right. Okay, now I'm going to stretch out my biceps. A lot of times people forget to do this, but you don't want to get any kind of tendonitis or anything in your arm, so it's always good to take a second to do that. All right, other arm. We'll go ahead and stretch our upper back, shoulders again, just quickly. Flipping my other side. And let's definitely take a second to stretch out that neck. So I'm going to take my right hand, take it to my left side. I'm going to press down on my left arm, my left hand, and just press down and feel a nice stretch all the way through my neck. And then the other side. And then I'm going to press forward. And I'm going to finish with my favorite stretch, and that's just to stretch out my lower back. I do this at the end of every single day. I bring my knees into my chest, I rock back and forth, and it feels so good. And there you have it. A quick workout. Thanks again for joining me. And again, if you ever have any comments, requests for additional videos, please don't hesitate to contact me at aneedles@CreightonFarms.com. Thanks again for watching and enjoy your workout.